Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello to the Twitch crowd. Twitch crowd. Hello, Salty. Hello, Ghostface. Hello, Eddie. It's great to see Eddie. I believe Eddie's ban was just lifted on our Kick channel. Just today. So he'll be perfect timing to swap over. Go, Eddie. Full sentence served. How you doing, Salty? Haven't seen you as much, bud. You've been busy rocking your own streams. Free the magician. You were just freed, Eddie. Hello, Matt. Alexei, maxed out 777. Eden, you're feeling salty today, huh? Hey, what's up, Dave? Hello to kinda young Dave. Did you see all of them, Salty? Sometimes they play at the same time. I don't know if there's only one stage there, but that's pretty sick, man. I'm a big fan of Central C. You made it work? Yeah, couldn't miss, right? You gotta at least check them out. Strangely tame haircut. I did not get a haircut, but I've been keeping it pretty regular, pretty short lately. So I'll probably get one soon, and it will be an unremarkable cut. So what did you think, Salty? I have the same questions, Dave. How was Fred again? How was Kendrick? How was Central C? And to be fair, Fred again playing at that venue is probably going to be different than the Fred again that I saw play in Toronto. It's just, you play to the event you're at. Oshega is kind of a hype summer event, so I can imagine Fred was, and maybe this is wrong, but I wouldn't expect him to be playing too much of his like kind of in the feels songs. Like maybe a few of them, but I imagine it's probably a more upbeat set. That's right, Eddie. You know it, buddy. MN 2197. We'll get you we'll get you checked out next month. That's what we've been saying every month. Thanks for the 32. Karons, you have. You mean you just started playing, or maybe you just started playing tournaments? Exactly, motorboater. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. It depends where you see someone, right? They have like a totally different set, different vibe. I saw Fred again, and I thought it was really sick. So I hope it was the same for you guys. Central C is great though. Big Central C fan. What is it? Is it this? Yeah, this one. This is a great meme. Her dad starts giving you a house tour. I'm not really a newcomer though. Central C songs are good. They get me hyped. I appreciate someone flossing. Put it that way, not the Fortnite way. I appreciate someone actually flossing. especially someone from the UK. What up, Bam Deezy? Morning, Ahote. And Eviscerated. Hey, tier 3, 33 months. That's a lot of threes. Eviscerated. Welcome back. Guilfoyle 101 for a full year. This is chess or checkers. I might be playing chess, but the level at which you're understanding it may be checkers. So maybe a bit of both. Thanks, Guilfoyle. New sub badge. And Moneybird. 39 months with Prime. Just got things started here, Eviscerated. We'll have our late Titled Tuesday and Untitled Tuesday over on our Kick channel. But starting here on Twitch, I do want to check the World Cup games, but just saying hi. Hello, Chelsea Morgana. Basically, it depends when you join the stream, right? I imagine there's some people out there in the world, every time they come to the stream, they see chess. And they're like, oh, yeah, sick. Chess channel. I like these guys. You guys always play chess. Some people come to the stream, and I'm always playing GeoGuessr, just by luck, right? Some people always come to the stream, and I'm only playing League. So there are people in the world who are like, oh yeah, those guys only play League of Legends, or these guys only play chess, or these guys only do Wordle. It depends when you view the stream. But if you really watch all the time, then you'll get a little bit of everything. Mainly here. You're here for the Wordle? Good. I have it here for you, Andrew. I have it here for you. We're gonna guess our first word. Salty. Oh. Big information. Big information. I have a feeling it's LLY. Maybe it's Molly, you know? But those guesses always suck because they don't give a ton of information. Let's go. For all the rock climbers. Oh. Oh, Brando the... Do we get Salty and Brando the Bully? Look at this. Look at this. Salty and Bully all in the same Wordle? That's an in-house Wordle, baby. From Salty to Brando. That's right, Eddie. That's right. I can only... The thing is, Eddie, there's much the same way, Eddie, that you think that Sam had a bagel shop owner playing on his account. When I do the Wordle, I've said this a few times. What happens is I'll guess the first word, and it'll produce the L and the Y, and then without fail, there will be chat members that produce the correct answer immediately. Like, oh, there's an A that's in the wrong place. You should try audio. And like the answer is audio. You know what I mean? So So that's why, Eddie, I have to tread carefully with the chat. But your answer is valid, Eddie. Two legends. Oh, this is good. Salty and Bully. That's the thing, Matt. Yeah. It's like the answer's kind of out there. So took you 5 guesses. Well, that's what, you know, hanging out in the Chessbrock community, you would have got the Wordle today much faster. Hey, Widzy. Now the one that the chat is no help on. No help at all. All right. Let's see. What line are we going to go for? All right. I pick a different line every time. E4 and D4. And black does not play knight f6, and white doesn't play c4, and black doesn't play e5. Well, I think we know we've got a Sicilian. No knight f6. Maybe the old Taimanov for the boys. Oh, come on. I always get them good on the second attempt. Oh, come on, then. Has to be a6 then. There's no knight f6. Gotta be this. This is just the this is the con. Yeah, Eddie, I'm thinking about bishop d3, Eddie, is like these moves are correct. Knight c3, queen c7. So we know those moves happen. So I think this is forced. It's actually kind of remarkable. This happens almost every time we do the Chessel, but usually on the second attempt, I'm able to get almost the entire variation, or at least I'm on the right track, and maybe like I'll get some random moves wrong in the variation because it could be any of them. But usually on the second one, we're able to get it pretty much spot on with the variation. It's amazing how much information is given by just this first line, even though everything else was wrong. The fact that, you know when e4 and d4 are played, and you know which moves black doesn't play, really narrows down the options quite a bit. Much different than doing a Wordle, which doesn't narrow down anything. Ride through the 42, thanks for the 17 months, and Vec747. Cheers for the 11 months with Prime. Checking in the afternoon lunch. All right, and of course, the Worldle. Okay, well, you already know what I'm thinking. It's gotta be like one of, I don't know. I start guessing these. Yeah. Okay, that one we knew. I knew it was gonna be. It was whether or not it was Norway, honestly, but we definitely knew this one. Sweden. Okay. Finland, Norway, and what? Must touch Denmark or something? Yeah. One should be very easy, but I'm blanking when it matters. Sweden. Stockholm. Had to think for a sec. Man, this could be a perfect run. Oh shit, this is where I'm gonna lose it all. I'm feeling 5 to 8. And a perfect run ruined because we knew that we were gonna get the last one. Damn. Got everything except the population. I always like I say this every time, but my default is always to go higher, but I've been compensating for that because I usually go too high with the guesses. But you think about Canada and how big Canada is, and then how little the population is compared to the rest of the world, and it always makes me adjust and overcompensate and guess pretty big. So I've been trying to go the other direction, but damn, too far this time. You'll take the blame. Thank you, Victor. Yeah, we share in the blame, buddy. But this one was when you see those like long countries, I always think Nordic. That's what I'm saying, Widzy. So many people, or so much uninhabited space in Canada. Alexei R. For the neighboring countries, Alexei went with Finland, Norway, and Greece. And then immediately typed, "How do I delete my comment? I am so embarrassed." Finland, Norway, and Greece, yes. Known to be right beside each other. Okay, this wasn't bad. I knew that this was going to be successful when I saw the outline at the beginning. So the World Cup, I haven't been following too closely, but was round 3 what we finished? Is it only round 3? Like, was this the last round? Because and then everyone has a break now. Is that where we're at? I guess so, because there's no more standings here. Naka won. So Naka versus Prague. Round 4 starts tomorrow. Does it start tomorrow? I was looking at the page and I thought it said Friday. Let me check what chess.com says. Tomorrow would make more sense. So interesting. Chess.com says tomorrow. Let me just check the official site. Just to make sure. Yeah. No, it says tomorrow as well. Okay. No, I know today's a rest day, but on the like some sites display the games, and I was looking at some of the games, and it said basically the next round will be Friday at 7 a.m., which is a long time away. That's like many days. So anyway, I guess that was wrong. So Magnus plays Vincent Kamer. Perhaps and all is definitely upsetting. This is a big upset here. Ivanchuk beating Wei Yi. Super impressive. Tin Jingyao was overperforming for sure, as you can imagine here. Couple wins. Tough win, and then definitely an underdog win. David Howell goes out. Feels bad. Geary is out. Yeah, this was a this was a big match. So he won and then he lost, and then drew, and lost. Oof. Hey Theo. That match looks crazy. Svidler beat Jordan. Dubov is out. Salem. So this guy that he's playing, Bardia, is also he was performing really well. Basically, if you're under 2600 and you're still in the tournament, I think it's impressive. Akro beating Yu Yang Yi. Pomnishi, Fabi still in. This was the other guy, 2483. So he finally lost, but definitely having the tournament of his life there. Eddie's friend Gadir lost. Sorry, Eddie. This guy finally lost. Holy smokes, he was having the tournament of his life as well. Did you guys see the game that he won? And this was insane. Can you imagine winning this game with black against the 2700 GM? I mean, it's just madness. It's out of this world. He went for the win time and time again. King F3. Now, it's still saying a draw, but if you ask me, white is the one that's been playing with fire this entire game. Like, you know what I mean? What's the point of drawing the game like this when you could have drawn it earlier? So, white's already been doing some suspicious stuff, but the only move to draw is King F6. Taking a really specific route. Right? Still the only move to draw. And here, even, the only move to draw. And look at this draw. The fact that the white king collects both of the pawns is just nonsense. Like, this is a crazy draw. This doesn't make any sense. So that's why I'm saying in this position, although it says that it's a draw, I think objectively it's kind of a loss. If you're relying on that type of line to draw, it's just not happening. Like, you can't expect to see it. And I imagine watching this game actually happen, there's no way you would expect to see that. And of course, he took the pawn, and this is the more expected thing to happen. F5. Yeah, it's a great move, guys. It's a really good move. If it was black's turn, it would be a tremendous move. I'll tell you, most positions are winning when you can move twice in a row. It does eviscerate it. I sent another one in the gym chat the other day. But yeah, this is one where white was just asking to lose. Which one, Eric? The one that I posted, or this one, or both? That's how we. Oh, the Vidit one. Yeah, it was perfect. Like even this one as well. This one and the Vidit game were like perfect examples of stuff we literally just looked at in our group lesson program. So it was perfect timing to review. How was the attendance the other day, Eric, in class? Did we get some new faces in there? Because I know there were a few guys that very recently signed up to the group lesson program. I'm talking about this for anyone wondering. We have a few people who I know just signed up recently. But we do group lessons, Eric and myself, and sometimes we have some guest lecturers, but Eric and myself mainly do the lessons. They go for usually about an hour and a half, hour to hour and a half every week for 4 sessions, and it's $100 a month, so $25 per lesson with the Grandmaster. I think it's a steal, and it gives you some regular weekly exposure to chess concepts and studying and staying active. But we've been grinding in the gym. The group lessons have been going for a while, and I think my favorite part about the gym is the fact that you got other people also in the gym. So you end up becoming friends with them, studying with them, playing training games. It helps a lot to improve. So yeah, we're on an endgame grind right now. And I've been talking about this, but the VODs get saved. So if you miss the lesson or you can't show up to it, you can always catch up later. But the group lessons are $100 a month, and you can actually pick it up in the Chess Bra store. Hope you enjoyed your first class there, Dave. Hey, Nitsid Prime. Doc Thick, thanks for gifting a sub. And Miss Chivos, thanks for the 4 months with Prime. So in case you guys are interested in maybe giving it a try, even for a month, it's $100 and you can pick it up in our store. ! Merch! ! Course! ! Lessons. No.
Yeah, it's just
I think it's exclamation mark learn. What is this?
it's also gym.
Gym? These are old, I think. Learn and gym don't look right to me. Exclamation mark merch is definitely. Here we go. But technically, it's a merch item, you know. Just like my chess checkmating course is a merch item. Don't forget. Hey, Swole. I can say most of the people in the gym range from, I don't know, maybe 600 and they're not that level anymore, I tell you. They've been improving, but maybe 600 up to 2,000, something like that. I think those are the. Obviously, there's a concentration around the most common ratings, you know, maybe 1,000 to 1,500, but you'll definitely get something out of it. HS Society, yeah, go Vakatura. That's a big win. Big win for him. Super impressive. Hello, Maria. Photo chess. Yeah, I think right now the idea is we want to get, first of all, we want to get people in the gym, and I don't know how much more convincing we need to do. I think it's already a steal. But right now, photo chess, that is already something that you would have access to. Crazy, right? Crazy. Thanks, Ubitsia. Gifting a sub to Maria. Yeah, the Chess Bra store is in USD. Whole store is in USD. Hello to Chicken Pants. Doc Thick. We offer it in both languages, English or Canadian. You know, just for you, bud. Just for you. Well, Del Rey, this is bullet, my friend. Trust me, ain't nobody nobody mistaking my Blitz for that. Slow bra soon smoke Gahantis. Is that why the people are gathering? Is this the slow bra waiting room? Is that why Chicken Pants has shown up? Always gotta check, Ahmed, you know? Just seeing who's here. No chilled living. I basically didn't really attempt it. Didn't have enough time. Like I think whenever the day was that it expired, I pretty much didn't play any Blitz the last 2 days before it, so you can tell it just wasn't that urgent, I guess. We ended here. Exactly at 28. My money longer. my money longer.
Someone bought
The gym?
this Josh.
Thank you to Big J for the sign up. Looking forward to seeing you in the gym. When's our next session? In probably like a week and a bit. We have a new gym member. And yes, Swole, exactly. You join the Chest Bra gym, you'll be like, sorry, babe, I'm off to the gym. Works like a charm.
Well, someone else got it too. Gave it.
Hmm. Wow, this was me completely blanking. That was complete accident. I meant to play 94 and fork the pieces. It's a total accident there. Just a brain mistake. What up, Candy? Upsonics, thanks for the 27 months. Hello to the chat Jedi. This is a annoying situation I'm about to be in. Putting up with that move. Oh wow. I thought he was gonna stop A3. I was mistaken apparently. Uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Oh, not enough time. I was pretty happy with that game until I missed knight c3. Because the knight, I think, can do a lot of damage to the bishop there. So I think we were much, much worse. And then I think we were kind of outplaying him. But that's when I used way too much time. You know, my position was better, actually, when I just had a bad position. Because then you play fast. Then you're like, ah, my position's bad. I gotta play fast here or I'm dead. It's just easier to understand a bad position. There's only one thing you're playing for when you have a bad position. Okay. Probably gonna go queen here. If I had to guess. Play for the clock. Jeez. We're already resorting to that. There's also takes in queen g4, which is about to be a threat. We have this, but we need to leave these pieces there. Leave the pawn for now. Looks a little not as good as I'd like. I was instructed to play for the clock. Thanks to Canty for the 5 subs. I definitely owe you that rating back, Mr. Canty. Can't be having the 5 subs come in to celebrate a fat L. Gotta do better than that. We'll rectify the situation, GM Canty. Can't be having that. Not on your watch. El Martin, thanks for the 27 months. Bishop b6. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Could take here. What about this move, though? Okay. We got one in the bag. We'll need another. One's not enough. Oh, I got a great knight here. Hang on, I'm liking my position. Is that okay? Am I allowed to like this position? Because I do. I do. So here, I think we'll see bishop g5. I kind of want to play h6. But is that a little slow? Knight here, a6 might be required. Knight here. Knight here. You know, he's quick with it. Let's start with this. So if he plays this, then I can just go bishop there. If he doesn't, then I can go for this. Yeah, see now I think we want to go here. Although, I guess he's still kind of headed for the c3 square. Strangely enough. Yeah, I don't think we can really prevent bishop g5. I don't have time for h6. His knight's gonna get to c3 and get rid of this noble steed. We'll play f6, I think. Could take and go here, but I'm gonna play for a little bit more than that and go here. King f7. How's f5 here? Maybe king g6 would have been nice. Knight g5, king g6, knight e6. This guy's loose. Yeah. I think we want to take it, though. I'll play the knight against the bishop. Like that's reasonable. Rook b8, bishop c1. I almost think he wants to do that, so. f4. Start with this. e5. Oh, 3. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it, is it? Oh my goodness, he let the pawn queen? He let the pawn queen! Like, what? How could he possibly do that? That's just insane. That's just crazy. Why would he do that? I'm no good at predicting bad moves. Not from 2700s, I guess. He out mind gamed me. I didn't think he would be that bad. Now take a 1200 and I'll expect every single one of those moves. That was crazy. Hey, Kilimanjaro. Yeah, we had to play f6 earlier. I mean, the whole game I think we were pretty happy with. Who's this? That's right. That's right, Eddie. A force to be reckoned with for sure. So, queen takes queen a5, evidently. What about this? Huh. Knight takes, rook here, rook there. I feel that we're supposed to be doing well in that position. I think I want to like go back and take this and use this rook to take on a6. But what about now this? Isn't this just winning? Should be. Take first and then rook f6. But the thing is, if he doesn't play bishop h6, he's lost, right? I mean, he has no moves. He's completely stuck. Rook d6 is like kind of puts him in a nasty spot because he can't move his king unless he moves it to g7, so he has to move his bishop, and he can't move his bishop anywhere. It's really uncomfortable, right? I'm just gonna like take this, slowly take everything. Big Cheese, thanks for the 15 months. I'm a possum. Tier 3, 29 months. That's all we're trying to do, possum. Year by year. Hope the background looks less and less like a crackdown. You got us figured out, bud. E4, we're happy to go back. See one of these moves. Bishop's quite bad on h2. Not gonna lie. Is knight g5 an idea? I suppose nothing special. I'll play it anyway just to play it. Bishop here, bishop c4. Queen e7 or rook e7, I guess. Rook e1, h6. Maybe there's something there. I don't know. He has bishop d5 all the time. If we do this now, we'll get d5'd. Maybe that's a good thing for us. Rook e1, or maybe this rook. Okay. Aggressive. Very aggressive. I'm gonna move this knight and play knight. Also, c4 is like a big time move. Can't let him get too comfortable with this knight. He's got a very loose position. Wow. We just did not see that, I guess. That's not a good look. I guess we gotta go here. Oof. Big mistake. Yeah, rook e7, knight f3 was check. I'm just trying to get some counterplay. I admittedly don't have much here. Jeez. I don't know how he's so slow and so fast at the end. It's impressive. Only know one person on planet Earth like that, and I thought he was a unique specimen. I thought he was the only one like that. Winston Checkhill, 70 months. Winston. I think of course, John Wick every time I say that. Thanks, Winston Checkhill. Ubsamil67. Thank you for the brand new sub. Interesting. I guess that's uncomfortable. Knight h5. Yeah, there's gonna be a knight h5 move I need to answer. Which is remarkably annoying. I think the bishop on e6 actually provides all the cover I need, and then this is just a non-issue. But it took me a while to realize that. There's d4, but I don't think that's the best. This knight h5 move is actually not scary when there's no rook on the e file. Hello to Neil. Wow, that move is goddamn annoying. Oh man, a nasty time for a queen trade. This guy feels very beatable, but Queen G5 was a knockout blow. That move was like um, having to trade queens there, just so annoying. It's hard to even describe. It's a real slap. Hmm. Not enjoying the position. Not one bit. And it's really nasty. Oof. Hate this position. Don't like any of the positions where we take. I want this knight here, but picking up this pawn is going to be quite difficult. The knight's going to cycle over. Will just be an overall pain. Gonna have to put up with a rook on that square. It's gonna be an unpleasant experience here. Gonna go here, bishop back. Ooh, okay, well. That's unpleasant, I suppose. Bishop takes c4. Knight takes. Yeah. Knight takes, knight d4. That's too suspicious. King up, maybe knight here. Knight here, I have to deal with knight d4. Surely. This knight check's annoying. Can't lie. Got a sack there. At least he took squares away from his own knight with these pawns. It's an impressive move. This is a really funny moment because, of course, after knight f5 check, there's mate in one, but I couldn't possibly again anticipate that he would blunder mate in one. So I'm in this like cycle of basically moving too quickly, not even giving my opponent time to blunder, I guess, because that was mate. Knight f5, king f6, knight g4 is the end of the game. Annoying, annoying. Bishop on g2 is better than I thought. I really need to play this, but I just can't. Hmm. Very unpleasant position. Uh, it's like a time trial. Can we do what we need to do before time runs out? Just barely. Spartones, thanks for the 73 months with Prime. Orphan 420, half a year with Prime. Flaming Falcon, man. Thanks for the Prime as well, dude. Okay, B3, I guess. Okay, just go back. B4, knight A6. Sorry, B4, knight A4. Takes is the issue. C3, rook A2. So this one I think I can't play just yet. Should be T-Boils. Maybe more than that. They'll attack. Thanks for the 3 months. Roberto Mondavi, a year with us, tier 3. Cheers, Roberto. LG Maher, thanks for the 2 months with Prime. Yeah. He's saying hello here on this side of the board. E4 knight A6 is surprisingly effective, actually. Let's go here. Let's put this knight on B4. I actually really like that square. I think it's so good. He's going to stop it, yeah. Well, no idea what's happening here. just no way to get out of that, I think. So what happened last time? I did this, and then the end game was just unpleasant. Okay. Probably queen takes at this point. Ooh, this is not a great position. Let's go back. And being allowed to play this, which I think I should be thankful for. Rook E1, Rook D1. Here, B4 looks pretty effective. Knight here, bishop's gonna move, and what are we doing about that? So he'll go there. We probably continue A5. Maybe knight C5 was actually good. Just he goes there and just return back. Oh wow. Okay. Wasn't even paying attention. I realized also knight D5 is a super good move. So I was just not even understanding that my piece is just trapped. Like with the pawn is obvious, but even with the knight, like that's a good move too. So we have to just leave it. We have to leave it. Pawn takes. The most lost position we could possibly have. My hope, which is not an insane one, by the way, is that he just can't break through. I don't think I'm crazy here. Man, all right. Well, I had to try to get some sort of fortress. I think that's. I'll be honest. I think that's pretty close to a draw. Um, with the time, it's a dead loss position. But the best I could do there was try to get a position which I could like almost pre-move. So I had to just try to close everything up. Okay. In the end, it was no good. B6. Okay, bishop c5. I'll still go here. Here, I think he wants to go a6, but it's not clear to me he has a threat there. He's probably going to go here, here, and then b5, but that's a lot of moves. Might go a5. Okay. He's going to try to play c5, but I think I'm faster with c4. So b5, bishop here, and then c4. So if I take now, there's pawn to c4. We take here. Knight takes. We could also just go knight here. Just take this. Should be a bit better here. Should be. This is a nasty check. I feel like g6 is mandatory. Or at least getting the rook on the other side, yeah. So lost. Not even close with these moves. Not even close. Getting flagged every game. It's pretty impressive. Like, I don't even know what this A3 thing is, but it's definitely not good. It's not an opening. I'm just getting flagged every game. Kind of playing like a for first Karokan. I don't know if I trust this. I just figured with these two pawns up that his light squares are weak. But yeah, this is basically reverse Karokan, I think. You don't see this very often. Pretty aggressive move. I don't know if it's good. Evidently, we're just gonna be down stuff. I thought this was like a. Pretty sure this is a variation. It's not looking like it the way I'm playing it. It's just like a pawn down position. It's crazy how that happens. It's just non-competitive. You can beat it so easily. Well, definitely serves him right. I'm not gonna win many games. As soon as you even the playing field and give me a nonsense position like that to try to win, I say thank you very much. Because that's got to be the best opportunity for me. It has not been our day. Okay, I mean, the pawn's defended. This is defended, so pretty safe to just take that, I think. You bring the king in. Giving this. I think he wants that. I don't know that that works, though. Wow. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. Okay. Takes. Mandatory, I guess. Knight. Mandatory, I guess. Yep. This is the issue. Should have sacked for the bishop there. Yeah, if I had just taken the bishop, we had a. I didn't realize how low my time was. Oops, I think I got a new match by accident. I didn't realize how low my time was, or I would have sacked because I don't think. Yeah, I think it's just a draw. So leaving the bishop on the board is a little unnecessary. Accidentally hit new 3 instead of rematch. So we lost the chance to lose the next 12 games in a row. And this is a great warm-up for Title Tuesday. Making sure to come in without too high of a rating. All part of the plan. We have an hour until that. Rookie 4. What a beast of a move. Whatever, I'll take it. I'll take it. Back to e6. Okay, well, inevitably, here comes f4. How strong is f4? We just go here. Queen d6. Can't allow that. Queen back to c4. Okay, wow. Well, I have no move other than this, so let's start with that. I think this move might be mandatory. I don't really have enough time to look for other things than that. There might have been knight c6, but who knows? I'm just going to try to go for this. Have a passed a-pawn. That's about it. Yeah, here I can't take. so hard to not run into a fork or something. Like insane. Those are my games, baby. That's my sweet spot right now. The only games I've won have been atrocities like that. It is like that today, T-Boils. But hopefully I can bring that kind of energy to Title Tuesday, you know? That's where it really matters. Yeah, it's in an hour. Late TT in an hour. I don't know about this. Very greedy move. Knight c2 is kind of a reasonable next option. Maybe b5, knight c2. Also takes, knight takes, king f2. Knight c3. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know what's happening there. Trying to, Jason. Doing my damnedest. If all the bad chess is happening in these hours right here, then that's a good thing. But I can't even say that that's the case. Giving my king an extra square, so now I think I can maybe take this. It's got to take this. Which is still okay. Might even be good for him. don't know why he's not taking that. I think he's got a pretty good position. What? Disgusting move. Disgusting position. I have to sack, huh? If only there was a couple more moves here, then we could try the old King A7, King A8 stuff. That was really, really good blitz move there. What he did, taking, yeah, this is just me playing a little bit too quickly here. But yeah, it was just like A plus blitz. Giving the dark squared bishop. I thought he was going to take on A1 like 4,000%, so. This game is lost 4 times over. We have no chance here. Wasn't paying attention in the opening. I can't really deal with moves like that. It's pretty dead. I don't really see anything to try. not a single thing. This move will win the queen. Or at least the rook, right? I suppose 2 pieces is not the worst news. There's not much hope here. Especially because there's knight c7 anyway. So we have to play this. A4 is like murder. This move would have really put us out of commission there. Playing this game that long was just pure torture. We didn't stand a chance. We just played. I don't know what we did. We did some move in the opening just too quick, and it was lost from there. So nothing much to do. Those are the games that realistically you could resign early on, but you kind of have to play them on. Like, it doesn't make sense not to. No title Tuesday today. It's in 40 minutes. So we can't go there, so this feels like an achievement. Got two good squares. Queen c7, h6 will be really useful. Yeah, queen c7, put pressure here. Intend that. Let's go h6. Now we can kind of do whatever. That looks pretty weakening. How's queen b4? Is that the right idea? Stick to what I was going to do anyway. Okay, that was weird. He doesn't have this, so he might check and go back to c2, but yeah, this just looks like a free pawn. It's gonna go here, but he can actually take it. Or queen b5. Okay, I'll do it. He has to take it. It's not completely winning for us, not at all. Weak pawn, so that's why I was trying to avoid playing queen c6. Like, it's not a good move. It's not how you want to trade the pieces, but I'm trying to trade my a pawn for pawns over here. Zero 0.6 seconds. I'm not sure. Not sure playing chess there was the smart decision. You have to. I mean, it was great execution. That was like beautiful, gorgeous draw. Like well calculated. But I'm not sure that was the best way to do things. Lucky. I just got lucky there. Seems like a weird move. I guess he's trying f5. I don't know why else he would do that. Yep. Only move. G4 knight back. Takes. At this point, if I go here, he has to take that way, right? Because G4 seems so strong. So he has to take that way. He doesn't want to. Now he's losing this. Hey, Sandy. Low to check Manarov. Maybe queen takes is an idea. I don't know. It's gonna go here. G5. Makes sense. Just go here. Bring this bishop back to b3. And stick it on e6. Hello, shirts are rare. Yeah, bishop here, rook e1. This bishop can go to e5 too. Okay. That was the main purpose of that move. Michael Drew, thanks for the 39 months. Let's put the knight on d5. This is not a permanent square. I mean, a knight can end up there. It probably will. So we're not counting on it forever. Where's the safest place for my king? Because he's gonna eventually pawn storm there. I need to be threatening b4 in a lot of cases. Wow. What? Huh? The fuck? This is a deep little calculation you got there, friendo. I don't understand. Okay, time to move the king. That's a weird one for sure. So if I move this bishop, there's knight f6 check. If I take bishop d2, there's rook e2. So for now, I think we need to move this king. Rook here looks like the move. Or actually even doubling. Okay. Let's force this knight to move. Oh my god. That's unbelievable. What a miss. Unbelievable. Totally missed queen g5. If we had him crush the whole game, couldn't move. Should have been an easy win. We have time for maybe a couple more. So much theory in this line now. Not even enjoyable to play. Most people know what the hell they're doing. Let's throw an a5. Not seeing any interesting combinations. Yeah, not really much here. Yeah, I was thinking about knight f7. That's what I spent all my time on, but I don't think it's anything. Incredible. I'm not even like seeing like this move just hangs everything. My opponents are blundering a lot, basically, and I'm not spying the blunders. Not a great pre-move. Offer to draw. May as well play it, I suppose. All right, maybe one more if he wants to. GG's. All right, it's Title Tuesday in not so much time. We are missing everything today. Our opponents are missing things too, but we're very slow and we're missing things, so I can tell it's not going to be a good Title Tuesday. But we're going to do our Title Tuesday on our Kick channel, and afterwards we'll host a viewer tournament. We host it every week. We host it every week, every Tuesday. So it'll be around 7:30 Eastern time. It'll be right after the Title Tuesday, which starts in 20 minutes. So it's Title Tuesday and then our viewer tournament, and I think I'll even keep streaming after that. So it'll be a pretty long stream day. Yeah, it'll be on our Kick channel, kick.com/chessbra. There's a command !kick as well to give you the direct link. So we're just gonna end the stream here and I'm gonna start it up right away on our Kick channel. Might continue with our Taimanov series, our slow chess series. I was gonna do a little bit of that today, but got caught up playing Blitz and I played so bad. Trying to warm up for Title Tuesday, but I don't feel warm. I don't feel warm. So we'll be on our Kick channel. Hope you join us if you haven't made an account or sent us a follow. We'll be over there. We stream a lot over there. We stream more there than we do here. So kick.com/chessbra. I'll see you guys there. Stream's going off and turning right back on for Title Tuesday. Starts in 20 minutes, but stream will be on momentarily. See you guys on our Kick channel. Thanks for watching. And I'll be on Kick tomorrow. Eric's gonna be starting the stream on our Twitch channel, so we'll be right back here in the morning around 10 or 11 a.m. And Eric's gonna work with Mayo and lead into Arena Kings on Twitch.